Did you get that time with Shah Rukh Khan to tell him how big a fan you are?
I said, "You're Shah Rukh for me." He's like, "Okay, you can call me that." And then we started doing the scene, and मेरी आवाज ही नहीं निकली. I was like, I had to say the dialogue. He made me feel comfortable. Gave me a prop. If you want to be a true blue actor, then I think you just have to have the conviction within yourself that no matter what, my goal is different. It's not about arriving anywhere. It's about doing memorable work that sort of challenges me. Hi, this is Riddhi Dogra, and you're watching me on Bollywood Hangama with Rohit.
How lucky one has to be. You're an actor. You get to see Vijay Sethupathi, Shah Rukh Khan on the. What is it like when you're just watching these legends?
It's unimaginable. It really is unimaginable. It was. I was, I think, frozen. When I saw Vijay Sethupathi, definitely I was frozen. I wanted to say so much to him, but I didn't. He was also in character, so I didn't want to disturb. And but I remember I told Atlee later. I said I wanted to go up to Vijay Sethupathi. He's like, "Why didn't you?" I was like, maybe later. So yeah, I was like that. But yeah, it was amazing. It was like, again, it was, and these are the things that I did these films for.
Yeah,
I did these films for just kicks. I did it
yeah.
to just be on that set.
Of
To
course.
just
Who will not?
I did it because as a cinema student, I really didn't do it as ये मेरा strategy है and this is what I planned. It was just for me personally.
Nice. Did you get that?
And I had actually thought I'll not tell anybody that I'm doing these two films.
Why did you think like that?
I really, it came out somewhere and I was like, why did it come out?
Why didn't you want to tell?
I wanted it to come out on screen and I
Achha,
wanted
then-
people to say, oh, you're there.
What patience you have कि you
I would
wait.
have waited. I would have waited if it had not come out.
Did you get that time with Shah Rukh Khan to tell him how big a fan you are? Not yet.
So I told his friends, I know some friends of his. I think I know Mushtaq, so I told
Right.
Mushtaq, please tell him I'm
Yeah.
a big fan. And I don't talk to him. So the first day I spoke
What
to
do you
him.
mean you don't talk?
I can't.
You can't talk to him.
Can't. The first day I remember we were doing a scene, and I can say this because I've said
Yeah.
this before. And so we did the whole rehearsal, and then Shah Rukh came, and I was like, I'm not going to call you Shah Rukh, sir. Please, is it okay? And I said, you're Shah Rukh for me. He's like, okay, you can call me that. And then we started doing the scene, and मेरी आवाज ही नहीं निकली. I was like, I had to say the dialogue. He made me feel comfortable. Gave me a prop. And I know what happens, as actors, when it diverts your mind.
Attention.
The moment I got the prop, I could say my line, and I could. And he's like, "Ab kahan se nikli आवाज?" I said, because आपने confident कर दिया मुझे.
Yeah.
So he makes you feel very, very comfortable. And the first day I did talk to him because he was sitting next to me the whole time, and I did make some small talks and had some tried to break ice and do some silly jokes, and I was just like, Riddhi, in my head I was telling myself, shut up, just shut up, you don't
But
need to
there's Shah Rukh
talk.
Khan next to you. How do you shut up?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every time I was shutting, I was like, no, this
No,
is a
yeah,
moment.
why waste?
Can't let
Yeah, you
go.
can't.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was just being stupid, and he was so kind, and he was
Yeah.
helping me with my lines, and
Yeah.
I was blown over by
Right.
him. I was blown over.
This will always be a career high. A
It
film with Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah, but I want this to be a repeat. I want
Of course,
to do another film with Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah. Everybody, I'm sure. And in your family, when you've done a Shah Rukh Khan movie, they know what a big fan you are. Now, do they think that okay, you are there and you've arrived?
No, because I always downplay myself. So they can't think like that. I'm always like, it's okay, relax.
Yeah.
Relax. So, yeah, I have that tendency to sort of just relax, let the film come out.
Right.
It's okay. Let's see what happens next. But no, they're happy with, I think, the way I'm picking my work. I think that's what I would say, and I do act with a certain responsibility, which
Right,
is a
of course.
personal responsibility of the kind of work I want to do, and these are risky things. I'm not really doing the usual path. I'm aware of that. That I can do 5 music videos, and there are certain things you can do to
Yeah.
to be looked at in a race of some, but I know there are benefits to what I'm doing and they'll come later, but I'm okay with that. So I think my parents or my family, they understand that
Right.
that Riddhi is going to pick work which is going to be of some substance.
Right.
Yeah, so I think my goal is different. It's not about arriving anywhere. It's about doing memorable work that sort of challenges me.
Right.
Yeah.
What has been your biggest learning in this industry, in your work?
That you should always keep yourself at zero. That's my biggest learning. That's my biggest learning from this industry, and also that you need to have conviction in yourself. I think you can never ever lose that.
Right.
I've been around. I mean, there's a lot more I need to do, and there's a lot of the industry and the ways of the industry that I need to see still. But from whatever I've seen, these two things I feel are very clearly is what I've understood from everyone's journeys also, that it's very important to be at zero if you want to operate. Like, one day you're up, the other day you're down. I'm not talking about myself. I'm saying generally how it goes. So, like, what do you do? And it can be hard, and you can be put into a bubble. There'll always be 5 people who tell the certain star how great they are, and you're amazing. Everything you do is great, and then when that goes away, what do you do?
Yeah. How distracting is paparazzi, media, fame, social media? How distracting is this?
It's, I think, what is distracting, I mean, I want to answer it. It's helpful by and large. It's
right.
90% helpful.
It's a
I
part
think.
of the industry.
It is, right? What is distracting, I would say, is that sometimes, especially nowadays, there's a lot of hype. And I think maybe it's always been like that. I mean, I'm an adult and now I'm seeing what I'm seeing. But maybe you hype some things which are not worthy of a hype.
Okay.
And then you take away from, like, and I'm not talking just about me, but I'm saying that what happens is that you could be good at what you do, but if you're not hyped, you're not considered something.
Yeah, it is.
So that is the sad part, but that's okay. I think aapko bas, people like me, you just have to be at it, and just
Right.
I say you have to be a little dheet. Ki, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it my way.
Right.
So, but I don't think, I have a lot of respect, for every media person, and I respect them enough to not buy them.
Right. That's smart. Right. Last 2 questions. One is, again, for say younger actors, you've reached quite far in your life. This is success. Someone who's watching in other city and planning to still tell their parents, "मैं Bombay जाऊंगा."
Right.
What do you want to tell them?
I want to say that, and I've seen a lot of people actually come and go also. A lot of my friends, a lot of people, a lot of kids have come and gone back, and some have stayed. So I would say that, you have to have the dream. That dream has to be crazy. Like, to want to be in this city, to want to live here, to want to live this life. I mean, you're not straight away going to be famous, and you're not going to get paps running around you straight away, which is what most people see, and they feel like this is what we want to do. But if you want to take this route, I mean, now there are many routes. People do social media, and then they do YouTube, and they do this and that. So the routes are different, and you also get, paid for it. But if you want to be a true blue actor, then I think you just have to have the conviction within yourself that no matter what, I'm going to make it, and I'm going to do it. And because there's rejection all the way. And there's one thing that I recently met the cast of Class. No, Class, is that the show?
Yeah.
So I met a few of them, and I was telling them how much I love their show, and suddenly I told them, I said, guys, if there's one thing I could tell you, is that invest in self-care. And they were all looking at me like, why are you saying that? I was like, no, just, like, I feel that's important in our industry, in our profession, and the way the world is going.
Right.
And the kind of things we've seen happening also. I feel it's important for us actors or artists, anybody, even you, anyone who's in touch with their sensitive side, it's important for us to invest in self-care, therapy, painting. It could be anything
Right. Makes you happy.
that's therapeutic for you.
Right.
You should invest in it. It should be a part of your life. It should not be like, okay, now I'm working and I'm an actor, so I have no time for this. I feel that should be an investment that everyone should make.
Right. That's a very good advice. Personally, it's so, is it tough if you're going through mess in your life and you have to go on a set and smile, and you open the door and paps are there, you can't, you just have to put up a face there. Is that part tough?
I've done it so many times. It's not tough. It's not tough at all. It's, you understand that this is, I mean, you feel uh, grateful only, that
Yes,
you
right.
have so many people. You could be going through shit, but there are so many people who are appreciating you
Yeah,
and who want a
that's
piece
true.
of you
That's a
and who
good way to
want.
look at it.
I look at it like that, that I could be going through a lot of mess and I could be mentally not okay, but see, these are 10 people wanting me to smile.
Yeah,
And I
that's
feel
nice.
really good about that. Honestly, I look at that as a blessing.
Amazing, Riddhi. This has been a great journey that we have observed. So can't wait for your big releases as well.
Thank you. Hi, this is Riddhi Dogra and you're watching me on Bollywood Hangama with Rohit.